Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now, it's shining on the thing, sorry. The light's making it shine. I've got bits and pieces here today because I'm going to work on a journal that has just got no new bits in it whatsoever. Nothing new, all recycled. All will be recycled. I've got a few bits and pieces in this book, but they're all black and white. But I think I might just get out a couple because then I can use them in what I want to do. I thought this is really weird and wonderful, isn't it, this book? I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm in Australia and it is weird day out there today. Yesterday Jeremy had his tooth out. He slept pretty well afterwards. And I think I've seen another one there I wanted. And today is not too bad, so that's good. It was an ongoing struggle. I wonder if I need that beehive. That's really interesting, isn't it? I think I could do that. Yeah, I could kick that one out. While I'm at it, I might just tear these others out too where I wanted. Okay. Put a piece of paper in there. Right. So I've got to get together the things that I wanted to put in it. You know, the recyclable things. And there's everything. Like, besides the envelopes out of the box out the front, you get all these other things. Now I'm going to get that one out with that little girl there. And maybe that little funny little man, I don't know. I don't think I want to have it themed. I don't know. Probably not. It would probably be very annoying. I don't But then, you know me, I've got to get it all to match together anyway, don't I? Now this, I picked up this book from near nothing, and it's got some interesting things. I don't mind that, but it's a weird shape. I suppose that's a shape of me, isn't it, really? But, I don't know. What else have I got in here? I do need something for pages, so that might be right to use, hey? That'll be right for a page, won't it? Because it's very thin. Ooh. That could be one page, look at that. Or 4. That's 4 pages. Well, this scene never occurred to me to get these out of here until just then. That one's a bit dark. That's a good dress. Don't know if I can get that out of there without wrecking it at the moment. I'll have to work on that probably another day. I like the cornucopia thing. Next night. I got up at 5:30 this morning because we went to bed, 10 o'clock, and I slept. Then after I had my breakfast, I went back to sleep. So 9:30 because I needed to rest, I really did. These will be alright in my steampunk thing, won't they? Oh, that's one a good one. I want to finish that one day, it's still around here somewhere. That might be alright for a page, do you reckon? That might make a page. We need to have some to write on and some to put stuff on, don't we? So they're pretty cool, I think. Well, that won't just stay there. Stop sliding off. Oh, I've only got the beads there that I'm working on. I just felt like I wanted to do this. I've been thinking about this, and I thought I should get started because thinking about it is not going to get it made. More things for steampunk. Gee, I might have to make another one. I can't even get that one finished. What am I talking about? These are nice, these pictures. I'm just not thinking, I don't know what I think about the not coloured though. See, that's my problem. I just not very big on things that are not coloured, but we'll see. Because we need it to be, them shoes are cool. Okay, we need it to be, it will be interesting, I'm sure. There's lots of good little pictures in there, isn't there? Okay, so I want to have about the usual amount of pages, I suppose. I'm going to get a book and use a cover of an old book. 77, that one come from this somebody. Okay, so Hubby put the box of things down here for me so I could get into it. Now I've got some old paper from writing on. I've got some bits here to do with knitting and stuff. Maybe I can find the odd one. And these foolish things, I don't know what that is. Some sort of thing, poem or something. Then I have a couple of bird pictures. Something stuck on there. Don't think that's meant to be there. But don't think it's going to come off either. We'll see what we can do about that. I'll have to get that off. I've got some over here. I have a song book with, you know, little, and I can use that for pages, can't I? No. Oh yeah. Are they put in with the signatures in with a piece of string? Let me see. Are the signatures in here with it? Oh yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, I'll get out a couple of these. Okay. I'll cut that. Got some. There's a few bits of string in that one. Pretty cool. This one come out, yes. Come happy spring. Wings of a song. So because these have only got a very small hole, I might be able to, I don't know, we'll think about that. So I wouldn't need more than 3 of those. I've got these pieces of map here for making pockets. Put that back down in there. I've got this book here with ladies, pictures of ladies and patterns and things. These bits here I might use. This is going to be different, isn't it, than anything I've made before. My goodness me, if I do something like this, this is going to be way out of my, what's the name? Out of my comfort zone. Now Phyllis, you asked me, how did I learn to do all the stuff that I do? Well, I have told many times about this, but maybe you wouldn't, you know, you might not have seen this, of course, because you wouldn't have seen all my videos, but in 1993, okay, pictures with moths and things and butterflies in this book here, and I want to use some of those, of course. Right, so I've got that. Anyway, more butterflies, notes, bits out of journals, books. One piece of, I'm not going to use that because that's not recycled. Mushroom bags. Did you get your mushrooms in? Well, I didn't put mushrooms in these. Somebody sent me these, I think. They're fresh out of from the shop, you know. They just, so that's cool. That's recycled. This here is a piece out of, I'm going to use this too as a page, out of a cancelled book with a thing on it. And then I've got some pictures out of kids' books and stuff like that. But I'll put them up there, so I can go through them as I go. And then I've got some roll of paper. I think I might be right, you know, for stuff to do. That, what do you reckon? I've got no, oh yeah, there's the holes. You've got to have the holes so you can see the idea, don't you? Right, now I'm going to cut that, or tear it. I might tear it with the, I'll have a tear ruler with this one. Maybe I should use the tear ruler. Might be a better idea. Isn't it good I can find new things? Oh, it's amazing I can find new things. Come on. Please move. It doesn't want to go. Looks like I'll have to cut it. It's time to play this fool game. I really am excited about my room and I'll get back in here. I know how to use my sewing machine. I don't think I'll be doing anything with that today though, but I probably will use it when I get to start to sew around. I want to make some mostly pockets and pages for today to get them started. Now they'll have to go back up where the other ones are. We don't need a whole heap of this, we just need a bit. And I want to, need to straighten it, don't we? Need to straighten it, seriously. I wonder if this will work, do it this way. should get a couple of pages this way too, shouldn't I? Look at that. I'll have that one and this one down here. It's got writing on it. Wow. I think this is going to work. What do you reckon? They don't have to be this long though, do they? So that's good. I'm just going to fold that and flatten it. I don't need to sit on it. That wouldn't be a very good idea. It'd probably all break. Anyway, put it back in there. I'll put it over here and put a couple of things on it for a while. Tear it out in a minute. Go down in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to, with this, I want to put something there, a picture or something maybe, and, well, I'll leave that bit on there about the library. Why not? It's cancelled. Can't see a problem with that myself. Can't really cut this either until I bring this over here a bit further. So this is all squished and mucky, but, well, when I say mucky, see it's got a crease there, but we can fix that. I've got plenty of bits of old lace that's second hand. Oh, I don't want to use anything that's not recycled. So maybe I'll use a bit of trim off some piece of clothing or something to cover up anything that I don't like the look of, like that. So there's a page there. Well, we'll be either going to cut it down to fit into the book, okay? So we'll have that one. Right, first of all, I'm going to get these ones here. Okay. If all of them are cut, I usually do a 7 by 5, don't I? But I don't know what size these books going to be that I want to put this in. I'll have to wait a while and get Jeremy to come in and... Imagine if I make them 8. My pencil is on here. I'll spin that round and get my pencil. I'll make them 8. Because I reckon there's a few books around that size. And even if they are a little bit thinner, like not so long or whatever, it's okay. I'll line that up there. Because this doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but good would be better than, you know, good would be good. Okay. I'll find some stamps. Got to find some stamps. Got to find some puzzle pieces to make, you know, because you can redo your puzzle piece, you know, the jigsaw puzzles. I've got some of those about. Got some postage stamps. I wrote myself a note. Where'd it go? Here it is. And then, oh, yes, the cardboard, you know, the bits of cardboard. Corrugated cardboard, not variegated, corrugated cardboard. Variegated is a cotton, okay, right. So these bags, what will I do with those? Will I make a pocket, maybe? I'm gonna think about those. They could end up as a pocket, righto. They could be a pocket thing. I'm trying to tuck it in the shelf there so it won't go away. These here, papers, they'll stay as they are to begin with. Do I need 2? Maybe I might have 2. Is that pretty good? I think that's pretty good paper. 1, 2 of those. I'm making a book here, people, look. A journal. Well, it's going to be a journal, I hope. I'll have enough for it. There'll be writing space, so you can write all this. You can write on that, gotcha. Again. I mean, people have done this heaps of times everywhere. It's not nothing that people haven't attempted because this was... But I don't want to use actual junk. I'm going to use recycled stuff, okay? So it's going to be recycled sort of thing. Junk's okay too, I suppose, if you've got some. Want to use the junk out of your room or whatever. If anybody's keeping junk in their bin, I don't know. This would be good to have for a page. That's suppose. And you can't really write on it though, can you? So I thought about a couple of pockets with those. The ones here, see these ones here, can't really write on them, but I'm thinking about pockets on those as well. So there's the pocket ideas. So we have these ones here that I picked. There was a couple of these, didn't I, that I picked out to do this with. I still haven't finished this telling you about myself, have I? How I come to be able to do this. In 1993, I went and did a course on how to be a needlecraft skills teacher. Now, that was 35 years ago, okay? Before that, my nana and my mother were both seamstresses. They both did sewing for people and whatever. And my great-grandmother, or great-grandmother worked in England somewhere with royalty years ago, way back in the, so maybe I picked a bit up from her, but I didn't know who she was. And I was just interested to start with in embroidery, see, and crocheting and knitting, and I learnt to do those things when I was only young. Anyway, when I was still a child, is this? Okay, that could be a page, I suppose. And so then I went to do a needlecraft skills course because I wanted to teach people, because I knew a fair bit by then, and I thought I'd like to be a teacher for the thing. Now, when I went there, I didn't realise how much there was to do with this, how much, I'm just using these pages, but I'm putting them over there for a minute. I did not realise how much work or how many different stitches and that there was. I knew about applique because I'd done that for years. I knew about the quilting and applique and clothes. I did that for myself, like out of, can you say me head, books. I borrowed books from the library. I bought books. I taught myself a lot of the stuff before I went there, see. But I wanted to be able to teach it. Anyway, when I got there, I learned a little bit. I learned a bit about design, like a bit about different things, but I can't say that I learnt a lot of this from there. To be honest with you, I didn't. What I do now, majority of what I do now, I learnt before I got on YouTube myself. After that, still myself, books or whatever. I just do me, the crazy patchwork. I think I've seen some in books at the library, but mine is not the same as what other people do because I didn't have the idea. I was, how do I explain that? Wasn't quite what I liked. I fixed it. I fixed it as far as I was concerned. I fixed it to how I liked it. And I think that's what we do. We do our things to what we like. I mean, actually a couple of times I did copy things out of books so I could get all the techniques worked out. But the majority of the time I did just use the techniques and put my own idea in there, So that's how I did that. And all of this is just practice and the want to know, It's just, I've got the most amazing amount of books that I collected up over the years. I think I'm going to do a few tags. I don't know yet. I have to think about that. I don't think I will put those in. I think I might need these for another day. I don't have to keep them because I've got plenty, but I don't think that's quite what I'm after today. Birds, yeah, these are, but how do I'll work that out. I'll show you in a minute, actually. I hope I get a little while to do a few bits, show you. So that's what I did, Phyllis. I learned myself majority of it because, there was no other way, really. Oh, good, books with notes. Look at this. I've got pages in for notes. Oh, this is just, isn't this good? Oh, I do like that. I'll be able to put some of these on some of them pages, won't I? Because I can't get, this is glued together. It's not sewn. So there's no way I could get it apart without taking one off at a time. Isn't this cool? I wonder where I got this from. Don't really care. It's what I'm having, isn't it, today? Yes. So what else is here? Oh yeah, a bit of instructions on some sort of sewing or knitting or something. Okay, right. We're going to use these bits. We are. I do love these note ideas too. Now that I'm looking at this here, I don't know if I like this idea of these white ones. Because I do like this idea, but I don't think I like the ship. Not very keen on the ship. Suppose I don't mind that. I don't know. I'm a bit picky. I might... Maybe I can cut it down to without the people. Without the people. And then, because we need writing space, don't we? So maybe I could do that and not have the people on here. Righto. And this one, I could eliminate the boat. Because it'll still be a part of a page anyway. Won't it? I could cut that out. Righto. Now, I've got these books with all these butterflies, this book with all these butterflies and bugs in them. So this is where I'm going to get the pieces for me. Tags and things, aren't we? It's going to be the tag pieces. Oh, that's neat. Do like that bit. Anyway, let's make a tag or a pocket. Let's make a pocket out of all recycling stuff. Actually, I do like the fussy cut with these scissors for some reason. Oh dear, I didn't check the other side to see if it was what I wanted or not, did I? Anyway, let's see how we go. No, I do not want the stem. They tend to be sometimes annoying. I'm not exactly cutting on the line, I'm just turning my paper, look. See, and it'll make a rigid edge on it anyway, won't it? I just looked away for a minute, I think I wanted to put this, lay this back down flat, this stuff. How many pages have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you went too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what else was I going to put on it? Did we have that idea yet? Oh, these two. 6, 7, 8. If they're folded in half, it's only a small page, but it's a page all the same. Okay, we might look at that then. Alright. So I can get 10. I imagine it will not be as highly embellished as what things are that I do now. I don't think. It just depends. Now we're going to make him some whiskers after I stick him onto something. I'm going to get him some whiskers, okay? Put his whiskers back on. Isn't that pretty? I do like that. Now I'm going to make a pocket and put it on the pocket out of one of these, or that might be a bit flimsy, that one. I might do it out of this. What do you think? This is a bit fine too, this thing. Very, very, very thin piece of stuff. Well, there's my cart over there. It's okay, because I can cut this. I'm not worried about that at all. I can cut this out. Don't ask me why I did that, but I did. Okay. And of course it doesn't really have to be straight, does it, you know? Nobody said it did. I did put some of these in that. I'll get this off. Got to make sure these words on here are all right. Said something about the sales being dead. Don't know what that. Do we? That's all right, is it? Okay. Is that okay? I don't know. It might be a tiny bit too high, this. Come here. That's the wrong way. I'll put it like that. Put that on there like that. Still a little bit flimsy, I think. I've got some cardboard off a cereal boxes and that. I might be tempted to stick a bit of that behind some of them if they're too fine. You know, I think I want to keep the bottom bit. I want to put that there. Okay. And then I want to put this here. To start with. So there's a writing space there, isn't there? There's a black line here. I need to cut that off. It's balking me. Righto. So now I want to put that there. I'm trying to think about what else I can put on this to give it a little bit of, I wonder if putting on some, I need that on the edge. It seems to be looking weird for some reason. It's looking weird. Looking weird. I guess I'm needing that bit there to use. I've already used one of these glue sticks this morning because I was sticking some things in a book that I needed to keep. Righto. So let's use this. Oh, you know, that was probably the right side, was it? Oh, it could have been better, but anyway, what can I do now? Stuck glue on it. I'm going to put the butterfly on there, aren't I? Sticking on the glue bit. Where's the glue? Oh, Sonia, this piece of paper, for goodness sake, girl. I'll fix this. Just put the glue on here. Make sure you cover it properly. It'll give it a bit more strength too, I think, this will, won't it? Give it a bit more strength. Come on. And you, Pusscat, can go away, please. I'm busy. Can't talk to you now. I want to say something to him today and he answered me yes or no, whatever will means, you know. They've got to understand a lot of stuff we say because he does. He doesn't like, he will not come when you call his name because I suppose when he was a little baby we thought he was a girl, so we called him Minky. I don't think he likes that. He comes when you call him Boss. I don't come when you call him Minky. For some reason he's not happy about that. Now, I need something like a word or a, you know, something, number, letter, something put on there. Must be something written down in here that's big about time, glory. I want to put some, what's that, ink on that, shouldn't I? I have my stuff here. Just won't let me move that out a bit. I've got to pop there with a pencil in it so I can find a pencil. So will I do green? I do like to use green more than anything else. I could do a stamp, but maybe not. Not just at the moment. I might use some green on this. I'll stick with the green on this one. Cut a piece out at the top for a, what's that, thingy. Everything's stuck out on top of myself. You wouldn't believe it, would you, that I've got all this cleaned up and now I can't put anything down. The edges are not stuck down good enough for me here. Where's me glue? Don't know which one to use. I guess this will work. I should have got the other one working before I started this, but I wasn't thinking about that, was I? I got my timer on, so that's a good thing, because then I'm going to know what I'm going to do. And I need the corner around a punching thingy. Come here. Right. Now, if I move these papers away, I'll be able to do a bit, I hope. And go over there. They're sitting on the bottle. It's got the, what's the names in it? Tape measures. Because I got a bottle of tape measures. Sonia has a bottle of tape measures. Right, now I want to put that there. I'm going to get a piece of this. Shove a bit of this on. I think this will look good somewhere, somehow. Don't know. I don't want the broken one. Like this bit. I've cut it wrong because ah dear, how about that? There we go. I don't know what this is supposed to represent. Don't ask me. I'm just winging this. Got to have none left in a minute. Ah dear. Ah well, that looks cool, doesn't it? You know, it's different. Wings. Right, corner. Let's do the corners first, and then we'll put some ink on it. And oh, that's not big enough, is it? It looks something I can see. Did that make a difference? I don't know. I didn't even cut. It's very thin though, this is. So I'm not cutting it. Maybe I'll try the middle one again. It worked. The one might be stuck up or something. It is too. Probably something stuck in it. It'll probably be a good idea if I clean it out. So I'll put a mark here, so I know how far to put that in there if I can't do it like this, so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now this is not distressing, this is ordinary ink. I'm going to distress one here somewhere, down the next thing. Here we go. Next thing, where's the green? I do like the green. And the pink, what have I done with those two? Didn't put them up the top, did I? I should have put them where I could see them. I did. They're here. Nobody panic. Everybody just stop panicking, please. Oh dear. That was my ruler. Hit me ruler and sent everything flying. Little pot for my iron. I tried to put the essentials just by so I could use them. I can go in there. I'm using my drawers instead of sticking all stuff on them. So this is a nice inky thing. I hope it's not too much. I hope I haven't overdone it with the ink. I just want some around the edge. There we go. Probably this should look a bit more ratty. I don't know. I could make one like that though. I do like to do it when I say ratty. Straggedy, I don't know. Whatever. I'm trying to come up with something. I don't know if I need to do this plug. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Oh yeah, you can take away the white off the edges when you where you do your bits. Now all the things that I'm doing today I've learnt off YouTube and practice, trial and error, and having a go of things that people show you on YouTube. Because I never knew anything about junk journals until I found it on YouTube. And now, I probably still do my own thing anyway, you know what I mean? We all do. We do it the way we want it to be. Where's that little piece of paper I had? Here it is. Probably put a word on that, shouldn't I? Well, I'll find a word. I was going to do the word butterfly anywhere. Nature. Nature is a word. Well, I'm trying to use up, to get words that relate to what I'm doing, kind of. You know what I mean? Use the things that we would use ordinarily that we bought. You know, like I've got words that I bought, of course. That'll fit on there. I've got to make another journal too later for my cousin. If I said I was going to do that, I told her I'd make one because I just want to. Yeah. Well, that's cut crooked. I do need a piece that I can put that on that I can actually see what I've got here, don't I? There's some more paper. Here. Hopefully, I won't be fiddling all the time. I'll get a bit further along, hopefully. It's been a bit obnoxious, this paper, because it's not very... Should have ironed it, shouldn't I? Should have ironed it. And having the paper cutter handy would have been helpful, but I didn't think about that. I was trying to get together all these pieces I needed to do this with. Here we are. Don't think I should touch that with that. Probably break it. Probably wreck it. You can see what I'm doing here. Definitely will put another piece behind that, even if it's another piece of paper. I will put another piece of paper behind there because it's too flimsy. It is, it's way too flimsy. I hope you girls that are doing the sewing still watch me do this, because I can put some sewing in this too. Hope you don't mind. Well, I do like to do other things as well, you know, and it takes a bit of the pressure off. And sometimes when you, I mean, I do a fair bit of embroidery, so I really need to have a bit of, this is fun to me. Like I said to Jerry the other day, I did love paper and pencils and things before I even discovered this. Even when I was young, I just had a thing about setting myself up a desk. You know, like where you could have some paper and a pencil and things like that. And I just really like working with paper and pencils, drawings and things like that. I can't draw though, so writing down. I did try to write books many times. Probably wrote a few little tiny ones, but that's all. So to me this is just good fun too, you know. Especially if you can find what you're looking for. That's even better, isn't it? I mean, I've got to go through some of it and sort it out, but I can imagine I won't be getting rid of much of it knowing me. There we go. This is going to be one of the pockets for me journal, and I'll put this on the back, so we can I'm going to put this around the edge, and then I'll go put some, what's the name, the other, oh no, I might as well put all this through. It's just that when you do the glue stick, it's really, you know, you got to make sure that you get it right to the edge, because you don't want things to lift up. With this sort of thing, you can just push it out if you're careful. Oh, it won't matter what's behind there. Well, nobody's going to worry about that. I'm going to have to cut that again, and my corners again. Okay. Well, maybe if I'd have thought, if I'd some bit of forethought, what they call it, I could have put that I don't want to roll anything over it because I'll lift everything up. I don't want to be lifting everything up. That's better. This is a bit more substantial now, isn't it? I better do the cut-out corner thing with that. Make it look nice. Now I just got to come up with about, I don't know, 15 more probably, or something. Pockets, maybe not that many. Just got to come with some more though. That's better. Feels like it's going to be okay now. Well, it's not going to do anything scary. All recycled. Every bit on there except for me glue, of course. We cannot do that. But we use flour and water. It's not a glue, but this is a bit soggy still, but that's okay, it still worked. And then we're going to go on here and look what we're doing in the back. So I'm just going to cut it out a tiny fraction bigger, just make sure I've got both pieces. Okay, so there's number one. I was going to say the first. I don't always say all my words at once here. Okay, now I'll put this back in there because I'm not going to use that green one at the moment. Righto. Bin, I don't know, don't be throwing things in the bin. You might need them, Sonia. Righto, now I'm going to do a map one. I'd like to do a map one very quickly before my time's out, because I was looking at these and thought, oh gee, these are going to make a neat pockets. So, I don't know if I've got Australia on any of them. Suppose it'll be there somewhere. There he is, down in there, tiny little Australia. And there's a bit of muck on that page, so I don't know if I want to use that. Don't lose that now. Put it somewhere nicely. Put the lid on your glue. Where is it? Oh, goodness me. Get off the glue. There. Oh, God, I'm good. Same as usual, isn't it? Oh, it must have fallen on the ground, did it? I don't know what else I would have done with it. It must have fallen. Oh, it is in the garbage bin. Actually, it might not be it because I've already emptied one glue thing today. And this one's got all blue and black around it. This is supposed to be blue. And both of them had no blue in them, but they had all this black marking around the top. I suppose that must be the one that come off there, though, because it works. Okay. Here's Australia. Pocket or a tag? Both. Could have two. Couldn't I? Maybe there. So we got, I don't want it to be too wide, that's the only thing. If you line these up, that should be straight. If you line your end bits, it should be straight. I don't think I want to tear it. Well, it won't matter if I do, I don't think. It'll work. Now I'll try and cut along this line here. And straight enough. It's working. I think I'm going to put it on one of these pages here. I do. I'm going to put it on one of these pages. Maybe as a pocket. I can do both. I could use both of them, couldn't I? Do this one as well. 2 pockets. I will. Jeremy, can you pass my paper cutter? Did you want me for something? Okay. I won't be very long anyway. Gee, the time's going quick, isn't it? He shook his head. He's got his mouth shut real tight and he shook his head. Hope he's okay. I didn't particularly want to use this. I can never get it up the right way. It's always mucking about. I'm going to have to go in a minute because I know when that gets down to 2 minutes left that its time's up. I can use this one for a long time, this paper trimmer. And I want to trim that. It's supposed to go right over there. See, this is it's supposed to go right over here. This is where it's going to cut it, so I'm not back there. Did it work? Yeah. Didn't know if it was still going, but it is. That's good. I need to take the side bit off, just because I don't think I need the white bit. I don't know. I think I'll take the white bit off. I'll leave that on there. I'm going to stick this on here. But I better go and get the rest of this together, hadn't I, for you, so I can show you what I'm going to do. You probably can get a bit of an idea, but I'm going to flatten that down. So if that's not probably a good idea for pocket, because you've got all them holes there on that page, so maybe we could do it on this piece. What do you reckon? That's a hem on there, and that's okay. We just need to do the recycling thing. What about if I put it over here? It'll work. I'm excited. Thank you for watching, and I better go. I'll talk to you later. Please leave a like and a comment, and thank you very much for all your good wishes and everything. And Jeremy's finger's healed, but now he's got a tooth out, so he's not having a very good run, but we'll be right. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.